Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny. Episode number 641. Yeah, another day. Yeah. Just thinking about my computer's running kind of loud. Still good. Still good. Still good. Still good. I got another computer back up there just in case. Not as good as this one. Good old reliable, but we'll get it done. Yeah, just another day of being sleepy, depressed, and watching random YouTube videos, random Korean pop bands and whatever else. Otherwise, yeah, it's not been in. I think I ate some lemon cookies earlier. That was pretty good. Um, ate some leftover meatballs, some Moroccan meatballs, pretty good. And yeah, that's it. That's the exciting life. Um, yeah. Otherwise, just chilling. Trying to this new medication is Malar, seeing what it does. But again, it's just the same. Like, I don't know. It's only been a week or two, about a week or week and a half. I don't know. And they're just trying to make money. I know I won on a parlay of $5. I won $100. That was pretty nice. That just pays me back what I'm losing. So I'm like breaking even. And but that goes to my PayPal. I should get it in a couple days, and that'll pay for groceries. I love having money for groceries. It's always nice to buy some fucking Pringles and some Reese's cups. But yeah, let's check out the news here. There's quite a bit of news. Um, New law requires all Louisiana public school classrooms to display the Ten Commandments. Yeah, Louisiana has become the first state to require that the Ten Commandments be displayed in every public school classroom. The latest move from a GOP dominated legislator pushing a conservative agenda under a new governor. Um, it requires a poster sized display of the Ten Commandments in large, easily readable font in public classrooms from kindergarten to state funded universities. That's pretty interesting because, I mean, not that I'm not opposed to this because I grew up pretty religious, even though I didn't follow all the commandments. A lot of them are like simple, and then it gets to like, okay, like, oh yeah, don't steal, which is kind of hard, right? At least for me, I love stealing. Don't covet your neighbor's wife, which is kind of hard too if your neighbor's hot, and then everybody's kind of your neighbor. So, and and then you have like don't kill, which depends on who you are, but that's pretty easy. But yeah, like the fact that they're kind of not separating church and state anymore, is kind of crazy to me. Even though I grew up reading the Pledge of Allegiance and it was always one nation under God, but you couldn't bring in like any religion could be in school and you didn't have to. I don't know. It's kind of weird the whole idea that you had to separate church and state, but here it is with this, and I just find it kind of interesting, especially in this day and age where people are like so against modern tradition, or I'm sorry, like really old traditions. I'll say that, not modern, old traditions. Um, but yeah, we'll see where this goes because I imagine a lot of gay people don't like they're religious, some religious gay people, but they don't like the Bible. Because apparently it's against gay marriage, but it isn't, but it is. It just depends on what version you read. The fiction one or the nonfiction. No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all bullshit. But yeah, you just it's interesting to see that we're going back to these modern ways. Just I mean, again, I keep saying modern like it's actually modern. We keep going back to these old traditions just to combat how kind of outrageous a lot of these new world traditions are, and we're reverting back to our old ones just to feel safe. Like I don't know, it's kind of cozy that old Bible of ours keeps people in line. Going to the next news here. It loads up. Former OpenAI chief scientist to start a new AI company. This guy just looks ugly. Ilya, is that his name? Looks like it's Ilya Stutzkever said on Wednesday they started a new artificial intelligence company Companies focus on creating a safe AI environment at a time when some of the biggest tech companies are looking to dominate the generative AI boom. The company is called Safe Super Intelligence and is described on its website as an American firm with offices in Palo Alto and Tel Aviv. Okay, so he's probably Jewish or Israeli. I'm sorry, which is cool. I'm nothing against that. I like the Israelites. I mean, yeah, if you're into the Bible, they did a lot of bad shit, but they redeemed themselves eventually. But that's interesting that he left there and he's wanting to make a safe one and he's calling it Safe Super Intelligence. Like, okay, buddy, I better be fucking safe then if you're gonna name it like that, you know. But everyone and their mom is making AI companies now, and I guess his to be on the path that, oh, it's gonna be safe. I guess that's cool, even though the other ones aren't really not saying that they're not safe. That just comes with you would think that came with it, like already packaged, like, oh, our AI is gonna be great, it's gonna be great, da 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 da, and it's like, was it safe? Like I shouldn't have to, like, do you want great AI or do you want safe AI? But hopefully it it's safe and it's okay. I guess those are minimum fucking things that we care for in an AI now. I don't know. There's a good scale of, do we want AI that will run everything in our life for us, or do we want safe AI? I don't know. I feel like we can have both. I really do. It's just weird that he has to like put in the forefront that, nah, ours is going to be built off of safety, and it's like, okay, well, but is it going to be good? That's the question I really want to answer. Next year on the news, the world's oldest wine has been discovered with an unexpected extra ingredient: a man's ashes. Oh my God! Cue the M. Night Shyamalan tag. This is directed by. The world's oldest wine has been discovered at a Roman burial site in Spain, and one thing is clear: it definitely had body. 2,000 years, the wine has been held in a glass funeral urn along with the cremated ashes of a man and a gold ring inside an ancient mausoleum in Carmona, small town in the southern region of Andalusia, according to new analysis. Um, did they drink it? I don't know. Established liquid, a reddish hue. The wine contained in the urn was white. Blah, 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 was previously the oldest wine preserved. It recovered. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Um, Given the religious significance of wine in the ancient Roman world, where it is highly symbolic and closely related to burial rituals, it is unsurprising to find vessels that might have originally contained wines among burial finishings. All right. Okay, so they're not going to drink it. Yeah, okay. They found the oldest wine, but they're not going to drink it. What's the fucking point then? What's the point of having the oldest wine if you're not going to take a sip? Like, just for the sake of science, Give it to a monkey. See if he fucking like starts doing backflips and shit. I don't know. I guess that's cool. A 2,000-year-old wine. So, back in the 24s. But I think safe AI is a little bit better and more important. Next year on the news, climate activists vandalize Stonehenge with orange powder paint. A climate activism group vandalized a 5,000-year-old landmark in the United Kingdom to protest against fossil fuels on Wednesday. Just Stop Oil was behind the incidents in which protesters were seen spraying orange powder paint on the historic megalithic site. Yeah, I saw the video of this. I don't know. Oh, it does show the video here of them. Yeah, they took out like almost. Oh my god, a fucking ad just popped up. It's probably for meat. No, I don't know. It's for paper towels. No, these environmental people, um, they had like fire extinguisher paint looking things, and they just painted Stonehenge with powder paint. And I mean, I don't think it's really vandalizing that bad. It does. Yeah, it's making a scene, and it's a very old monument that is probably what is it? Sensitive to the elements. I don't know. I assume, even though I'm sure it rains there, right, wherever it's at. But these just stop oil pieces of shits, man. Like the protests they do where they throw tomato soup at paintings and they sit in the traffic with like cement on their hands. They're kind of like pieces of shits, dude. Like they're like the most annoying type of people. They're the type of people who are like, "I'm not touching you," and then they'll be like right in your face, like, "I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you," but they're like, their fingers are right like on you, and yeah, they're just like really annoying people, and I don't know how they have time to do all this stuff and like maintain jobs. Like I get if you're a kid, you probably have your rich parents or whatever, so you want to like try to do something to make a difference. But one of them is like an old man. It's like, dude, like, what are you doing with your life, bro? Like, go fucking get a job. Like, get a job as a climate scientist and do actual work instead of just protesting like a bitch. I don't know. It just bugs me because I'm here like trying to find work and they're just there out, you know, wasting their time. I don't know. Maybe they are fulfilled. They do feel fulfilled from doing this, but you could tell it's just annoying people. Except that one they did where they put like Wallace and Gromit on the King's painting. That was pretty funny. Even though I don't know if the creators of Wallace and Gromit would endorse that. That was pretty funny just because I feel like it could it could just help fucking advertise the film at the same time. So it's just some weird film marketing stunt. Lastly, here on the news, Snapchat Incorporated to pay 15 million to settle discrimination and harassment lawsuit in California. Snapchat will pay 15 million to settle a lawsuit brought by California Civil Rights Agency that claimed the company discriminated against female employees, failed to prevent workplace sexual harassment, and retaliated against women who complained. So yeah, I don't know. Really want to get into this other than this money's going to those women that felt, sexually harassed and retaliated against and all that. But I think it's kind of ironic because Snapchat is like a company that like what I knew it for is like women sending nudes to men and then them not being able, like, you can view it and then that's it. And you could only view it once. You couldn't necessarily take a screenshot of it, so there was no evidence. So it was like for women of the night, I guess, to send pictures while men enjoyed it. And it was also to do it like if you wanted to cover your neighbor's wife, which is what we talked about earlier in the commandments, you could do it and not feel guilty because there's no evidence. And without evidence, like, that's what evidence is, 9/10 of the law. No, pretty much. But um, I think it's funny that they're being sued against sexual harassment, and like the whole app is based off of sexuality, like sexually viewing NSFW type stuff. I don't know. You don't find that ironic? I think it's ironic, right? Am I the only one who is seeing the irony in this? But and I never got used to Snapchat. I always say the joke. I downloaded Snapchat. I never got any nudes, so I just deleted it. It never made sense to me. It must have been broken. And I just never. I like the interface and the shit. Call me a boomer or whatever, but I never liked how it was. The same with like Telegram, and now I feel like all those websites are just for pedophiles who are trying to lure, or even not just pedophiles, but people who are trying to catch pedophiles. So there's not even really like anyone using it. It's just pedophiles and people catching pedophiles. There's not really like anything in between. There's no way to actually find like a decent woman uh, or a child to groom. It's just people catching pedophiles and pedophiles. But I don't know. All I can say to end this before I dig that hole any deeper is that's all funny, guys. I think you were listening to the podcast. That's all funny. Everybody with podcast, we're able to search That's All Funny. Podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe. We're talking about wrestling. That's All Kayfabe. Check it out. Anywhere you listen to the podcast, That's All Kayfabe. If you want to view video versions of this, that podcast, and other stuff, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Ariola. Like and subscribe and go watch everything there. It'll help me get my view hours back so I could try to get re monetized there. But check out the YouTube channel, right? I got video versions of this, that, the podcast, other stuff I do, like interviews, like I do here, as well as live show I do with the wonderful mint salad called Tits and Areolas that comes out on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, where we'll talk about a movie we watch, play a little game. It's fun. She's beautiful. I'm a piece of shit. Works out. If you want to help support the podcast, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything, early episodes, bonus episodes, delete episodes, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to buy any merch, t-shirts, prints, or stickers, hit me up at Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter and Instagram. You can just hit me up there for, I don't know, other random stuff at Lorenzo Ariola. If you want any art, check out the Bret Hart graphic art at Retro Horror Inc. on Twitter and Instagram. I want to thank you for listening. Thank you, my Patreon subscribers. Everyone like and subscribe. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.